Hey, this is Maverick. I want to welcome Bourbon Leather to the Slacker82Alpha family. They are our new sponsor for the show. They're the ones who do our hats. If you've seen the hats that I wear on the show, that's the ones that they do. They offer custom leather patch hats made with real full grain leather. So make sure you check them out at bourbonleather.com and tell Freddie Maverick and Goose sent you. If you use the promo code SLACKER, that gets you an additional 10% off. So if you have a show and you want hats for the show, or you just like wearing hats like I do, get them, man. These guys are great. The product is great. The hats are great. They're comfortable. I mean, you can't ask for a better hat. And they're reasonably priced. So once again, make sure you go to bourbonleather.com. Make sure you tell Freddie that Maverick and Goose sent you. And again, use the promo code SLACKER for 10% off.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Leave it all.
welcome. Goose, what's going on, brother?
What's up, my brother? What's going on?
What's going on, man? Mike Tampa Bay's in the house.
Big Papa, lifetime freaking subscriber and listening to our show. Welcome to our show, Big Papa.
Raccoons in the house tonight. All right.
About time Jamie get on the show on time. Bravo 2 is on time.
Oh, Bravo's on time tonight. Oh,
Ah, dang.
what the hell? Indictment watch. Trump. They're trying to get
God
him.
damn, bro.
Trying to get him, man. They're trying to get him.
Damn.
Yeah, bringing the stations real quick. All right, I want to welcome everyone from 105.7 FA's Patriot Radio, ERT Radio, MBR, Military Broadcast Radio, UG Media, J Parker Radio is back. Paisley Radio, the award-winning Paisley Radio in the UK, FCM Live, Sword Radio, Crystal Radio, and the Hit Network. All right. Bravo's here. Oh,
Trump is slippery than a fox.
Hey, you know what? This is going to be my...
They're not going to get him.
And so
In their wet dreams.
Only takes one.
In their wet dreams.
Bravo. Let me
What?
finish my statement. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna support Bravo. You know what? You know our country is freaking chaos right now. Like always we say, freaking chaos. The Justice Department and FBI, the bunch of freaking criminals. I'm talking about the top echelon of those agencies. And they're trying to find a way to put Trump behind bar before the freaking elections. Guess what? One of the freaking court day for Trump is gonna be a week before the campaign start or something like that, before the primary. So these people don't matter. It don't freaking matter. They're gonna find a way to indict Trump. It's gonna continue doing the same thing. And I hope, if you're really a true supporter, keep supporting Trump, because you are not. You're just like another freaking Democrat.
Indictment doesn't mean convicted. So
It don't matter. They're trying to.
Anybody can get indicted for anything anymore.
God damn, Bravo. They already came out with that report, and exactly is what you say, Bravo. Everything was fake news. They freaking created this freaking movie against Trump.
And do we think that all of a sudden these guys are for real and they're legit and they're telling the truth now? Hell no, it's still the same thing they've been doing since 2016.
50% of our country, they believe them. That's a problem, Bravo. I guess that we need to make sure our show is well broadcast throughout the country, because some people are not getting the freaking news. Like you are getting the army time, some people doesn't get the army time.
Hey, well, and forget about the fact that Microsoft just warned that China hackers hacked into our critical infrastructure. You know what I mean? Don't even look there.
Okay.
But they didn't hack into it. I guarantee you it was probably given. My opinion, it was probably given to them by some Democrat.
Bravo, they don't need to hack their account. They're freaking Biden already giving the password.
That's what I'm saying. The Democrats handed over to them, for crying out loud.
We sold out our country a long time ago, and we still got idiots.
If that's not a national security breach and treason, I don't know what is.
And the main thing that I want to talk about today is the debt ceiling. Remember, guys, take that out of your mind. We don't have no debt ceiling. They're going to pass a freaking bill. It's going to be $32 trillion pretty soon. Then it's going to go to 33. And it's going to continue, get used to, unless you get out of your 4-point contract and start doing your freaking job and start supporting the right freaking candidate. Support Trump. He's the one who started all this bullshit, who goddamn woke some people up and point out the crooks of our government. You know our government's all ate up, bro. You know that. They're a bunch of freaking evil people.
Oh, I know. The same evil people that locked us in our houses and shit, and the same people that told everybody to get the shot. And since they instituted the shot, over 600,000 people a year have been killed. and that's by top insurance analysts. So go argue with them.
Yeah, but I thought
They're the ones paying out the money.
Those numbers came from the UK, though.
Who care about the UK, Mary?
Yeah,
The
That's what
UK.
I'm saying. The article that he's quoting was quoting numbers from the UK, not the US.
Oh, okay. Well, Bravo,
Yeah.
get your numbers right.
Well, I didn't say which country. I'm just saying that 600,000. That doesn't count all the incapacitated people and everything here.
But
In
Bravo,
this country, it's probably just as much.
I told you earlier that the vaccine's already gone. I mean, there are more people now that die out of the freaking flu. We're going to talk about what's going to kill our country. These politicians that now they're on TV every minute bashing the Republican because they want them to pass the freaking bill, the new budget, the debt ceiling, and they are screaming. I mean, they're getting nasty. And I tell the Republican, better you don't freaking give up. It better you don't give up like you do every time. If not, you just like them. Evil just like them.
I'm just saying it's all in the same pot. The people that have been slamming Trump since 2016, the ones that put the whole freaking pandemic shit on us and told us stay in the house for a week or 2 weeks, and it turned out to be years. These are all the same liars and treasonous people. They never go away. We need to get.
It's not gonna kill you.
You need to be brought to justice, man. They need to be brought to justice.
You is the Justice Department, the FBI. You can't even speak out anymore. They're gonna be tracking you. They got the IRS. They just fired the freaking IRS investigation group that was investigating Hunter Biden.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, this was
right out in the open. Well, that goes to show you they feel like nothing's going to happen to them. They just do it right in the open now.
That's right. Nobody can stop him. Then you got fat-ass Barr the other day. You read his op-ed. Barr came out a week after the report from Durham came out. Oh, well, Trump was right. But freaking 2 months ago, he was talking shit about Trump. That's what I don't get about these people. You know? He was talking smack about Trump all over the newscast. Then after the report came down, I said, well, Trump was right. I say, you idiot. Few months ago, you was bashing him. Now you say he's right. Make you mind. And this is what's going on in our country. Many people don't like Trump because the way he talk, and we mentioned this for a long time. Yes, he made a mistake before he became a politician. Okay, before. Okay, but now he's a politician, and I think he did a great job in our company, in our country. I mean, so far, the last time I checked, you're still paying high price for gases. God damn.
I don't even subscribe to the fact that he actually did anything. He still says he doesn't know the woman. I don't know where you guys are getting that he met her and he did this with her and he did that with her. He was just on another show the other day.
Where we get it from?
They make all kind of shit, Bravo.
And
That's
he
what they
just
do.
came out and said again he doesn't
Of
know
course
her.
he's gonna say. Do you think he's going to come out and admit?
Yeah. I think he hasn't lied to us about any of the other things, and he's done everything he said he was going to do.
Again, that Trump is
I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything.
I think the press counts on people thinking like you guys do that. He actually really did do it and everything.
Don't say.
What were you going to tell Bravo today? What were you going to say to Bravo today?
Bravo, I want to tell you something. Don't say that because I don't believe in that shit. Number one, the Durham report tell you that they still lying. We already talked about that. It confirmed once again that they always lying and that they're a bunch of freaking crooks. So don't say in our freaking show, top show in our nation, okay, that we say that they don't lie because we never say that.
I never. Who said that? What are you hearing?
Well,
What the hell are you talking about, Goose? I don't know what you're saying right there.
I thought you say that. It's okay.
No.
Hey,
I said you guys believe the crap about what the press is saying that Trump did something.
And
I mean, it's bullshit.
Revolution want to
We
get
didn't say anything.
$1.4 million.
Spears said it.
Yeah.
Bravo. Then Revolution want to get $1.4 million for what? You know, everybody want to get money in our country today. Who's going to pay the $32 trillion? Our kids?
Tampa Bay. What are you doing, brother?
It's better you go to church and start praying for our country because we need it. We need that.
What happened to Revolution? I saw him here.
No, Revolution can't talk because he know we are against the reparation pay. He know he won't get that 1.4 peanut money that he wants to.
Yeah.
Revolution.
All right, Mike. Where's Revolution? Where are you, buddy?
Somebody
Raccoon,
hijacked his
welcome,
mic.
buddy. Are you there, Raccoon?
Revolution left.
Raccoon, are you there?
Hello.
Oh, you're pretty low there, Raccoon.
Super low. You can't hear him. Yeah.
Well, right now, Mary, turn on the TV. The
Hang on, Goose.
Democrats, they're all over TV bashing the Republican because they don't want to approve the budget or the
Yeah.
new bill that they're asking, their debt ceiling.
Can y'all
We're
hear
going to
me?
run out of money.
Budget's a joke.
Hang on, guys.
It's a
Revolution.
damn
We're
joke.
going to run out of money. How are we going to pay $1.4
We're already
million?
out of money.
You know what? They can pull it out their ass for all I care. They just better give me my
They'll
motherfucking money.
manufacture it like they always do.
Do you know? Go single me out like I'm
Yes,
the
he
only
did.
black person. Like I'm the
That's
only black person in America asking for 1.4 million.
Revolution,
He
you
is.
the
He's
high
single.
profile
Revolution.
in our show, so I had to single you out. I don't know nobody else. You one of our top listeners in our show. I'm sorry. I will call
Are you
out.
trying to say that Revolution's the only black man on our show? Is that what you're trying to
Yes,
Well,
that's
I
what-
say high
I think
profile.
that's what he's saying. I think that's what he's saying.
Marek, I say high profile.
Oh,
Okay?
high profile. Okay,
See,
all right.
so thank you, Goose. I'm a high profile black man. I didn't know that until I came to the Maverick. I
See, you
had
learn
no
something
clue.
new every day, Revolution. Look
That's a
at that.
good
Yes,
thing.
indeed.
I mean, I'm telling you that you top notch in our show.
Now, you know what? Am I top notch or am I black? Because it's got to be one or the other. Which one is it?
You
I
can't be
don't
both.
know. I mean, you take it the way you would like to take it. I'm trying to tell you that you will not get the 1.4 right now because they're not proving the freaking debt ceiling.
Well, Maverick said he had, not Maverick, Bravo said he had a whole bunch of money the last show I was on. So I'm going to get
Yeah,
my 1.4 from Bravo.
You can get it from
Bravo
Bravo.
won't give me mine. You got it, Bravo? You got the 1.4?
I'm still looking for it.
Hey,
Because I know
Revolution.
Maverick.
Bravo's planning on painting himself, black so he can get that 1.4 million.
You know what? And
Well,
I'm going to hang
didn't you
with him.
listen to the people in California? They said, "Now, don't get your hopes up. Don't be realistic. Come on, guys.
Now,
But you know-
You're not
Bravo.
getting six. No, and they only said six figures. You're not getting six-figure checks. Come on. That's
But
what they said.
do you know, Maverick? Let me say this really quick. You just made a joke about Bravo putting on blackface to get his 1.4 million. But even in
Democrats do it all the time.
blackface, Bravo is more of a black man than Representative Tim Scott. He got more. I would rather hang with Bravo in blackface than Tim Scott being black.
Whoa. Really?
That was a strong statement,
That was a
Revolution.
strong statement. Yeah.
Woo!
We got Tim Scott.
Now, what's wrong? So, what do you think's wrong with him?
Tim Scott, he's a sellout. He's an asshole. He's just too many things. Do you know? Let me say this.
You think he's a rhino? You think he's a rhino, Republican in name only?
Come on, guys. Stop bashing Team Scott. I think he's doing a great job for his
He's
state.
doing all right. No, I
Man,
don't
let me
think
say
he's
this. Let me say this. Any black man that white people really like is a threat to black people.
Oh, come on, Revolution. That's a
yeah.
very
Well,
messed
that,
up statement.
Revolution, that
Yes.
means nobody.
Yeah,
That means
because-
nobody
I'm
can
gonna
come
disapprove
forward
your
and
money.
be a
All right,
high-profile
let me-
black man and do anything right.
Well, let me say this. Most high-profile black men were
What about
selected.
Justice Thomas? What about Justice
I
Thomas?
was just going to mention him. Thank you very much. He is a sellout. He's an Uncle
What?
Tom, and he's a white man in blackface. And
I
I'm a
love
white.
Justice Thomas.
I'm gonna have to wash the black off of him. That's the
Oh,
one
my
white
God.
man that I don't like in
Revolution.
blackface.
Revolution, I'm starting to wonder about you now. Come on. Justice Thomas.
Well, bravo, you gotta respect his opinion, even though it's messed up.
I mean, I'm listening to it, but golly, Justice Thomas, the shit that
Justice
he's
Thomas.
taking, He's the most consistent person on the damn court right now for
Well, I tell
conservative
you what,
values.
he go on vacations and take money from people that he has no business getting funds from, and they are telling him what to do. He's not doing what he do on the court because that's what he's doing. He's doing
Well,
what he's
you read
being.
that? That's fake news, Revolution.
That ain't fake
I don't know
news.
about that.
That's not fake news.
I really think he's a man of integrity. I think Justice Thomas is.
Well,
No,
I don't know about Tim
believe-
Scott.
I
don't
think
know
he's
much
a good.
about him, but I followed Thomas ever since his hearings, his
I think
original
that-
hearings when they tried to lynch his ass.
Yeah,
Well,
Biden
Clarence Thomas-
was trying. Biden
He's
did
a
that
good-
to him.
He's a good sock puppet. I know that because every time they open their hands, he open his mouth.
Well, Revolution, let me ask you a question. Give me a name of a black politician that is Republican that is good to you.
I don't I don't listen, guys. And I know exactly where Bravo coming from, but listen, Bravo, please. I don't like black Republicans or black Democrats because you know why? They're only put there as a character in a theatrical show. I
You
don't
mean
know
like a
why y'all
puppet?
believe in
Like a
all-
puppet?
Well,
all-
the way
Yes.
the way that you judge if the man has good character, if the establishment hates him and goes after him and tries to destroy him all the time, if he would have went to that private retreat like Scalia did, he would have ended up with a pillow over his damn head too.
Damn, Bravo,
Well,
that's
let
a good
me-
point, Bravo.
But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Bravo. In any good movie, isn't the drama the really good part of the show? Always understand this. Anytime that Mayor Marion Barry could be smoking crack, getting ready to be put in prison and everything, and then after all of that, he became the mayor all over again. It's all a show. Y'all believe shows.
That shows you that the
What you smoke
Democrats what
today?
they do. They let him.
No,
you
that's
can
what the
you can get away
Democrats
with
and the
murder
Republicans.
and get in there.
The
Republican, they'll crucify him if he does.
No, they
anything.
won't.
You know what, Bravo? I want to ask a question to Revolution. Revolution, what did you smoke today?
I smoke me a good bag of crack. Listen, let me just say this. Let me just say this, guys. I don't believe the show that I'm watching.
No,
you guys
no,
love the
neither do
show.
I. I know what you're saying. I do. I understand.
You guys love it.
Yeah. No, I don't love it. But I mean, but you have to go. I go by the individual, not
Revolution,
whether
what kind
what
of show you talking
establishment they're a
about?
part of.
That's the BS that's going on in our country, and nobody can do shit about it. It's like a freaking show. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Do you guys remember
It's a clown
it was a reverend, and he was going up against what was the man that came up with the theory of evolution? What was his name? Charles Darwin. It was Charles Darwin and a reverend that was going at it in the courtroom. They called it the circus court way back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. You think this ain't a circus that we're watching today?
Oh yeah.
They it's never changing. It's always going to be the same.
Hey,
Right.
Raccoon, let me ask you something, Raccoon. I mean, Raccoon, sorry, Revolution. I was talking to another podcast guy. He's and he happens to be black, and I invited him to the show because he was posting a lot of stupid stuff. So I called him out on it, and so he's been on the show before, but so he called us a bunch of white nationalists.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this real quick. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right, listen. Before I refer to you guys as white nationalists, I would just say you guys just happen to be in a white nation because I think you guys are better equipped to get any message across, good or bad, that you want to. And if a person perceives your message as bad, it's only because their way of thinking is bad. Because any press that is given to black people, like y'all let me, say what I'm saying on this podcast, do you guys know you are helping black people more than hurting them? So I would never refer to you guys as white nationalists. Y'all cool with me.
I mean, and
I like y'all more than I like Tim Scott.
I took what he said with a grain of salt only because he's a Democrat.
No, because he's a dummy. All Democrats ain't dummy.
What a
He's a dummy.
revolution. We don't get on people's ass to be in our show. This is a free say whatever in our show. You just gotta expect that we're gonna respond to you.
Yes,
That's it.
yes. And
Yeah.
y'all should, because you know why? People should not come on y'all show and be just hurling opinions out there, because opinions are like assholes and everybody have them. People should be hurling facts on this show. Any show, because you guys are journalists, whether
But why
you know
you
it or not.
mention Darwin? Why you take us back all the way to 1809 or whatever 1800?
Because you know why? Because I love Charles Darwin, because
he didn't even
his
have TV then.
his era told the truth. They referred to their argument as a circus court. And when I watch TV today, I'm watching a circus. I'm seeing Republican elephants, Democrat clowns, and all kinds of. You see all the characters from the circus on TV when you watch them.
Yeah,
And all they do is
Darwin
lie.
was part of the plan. I mean,
Yes, he was.
that was. Remember, the plan is split up into two things. It's government
Yeah,
and
bravo,
religion.
but Darwin plan
Yes.
didn't work
No, I
because we
mean,
had the
and-
freaking
and the-
Civil War.
Karl
Yes,
Marx
it did.
was the government side.
Yeah,
It's
but
Yes.
we had the
Darwin
Civil War.
was
If it wouldn't
the,
work, nobody would have gone to war.
was going against Christianity, which was the predominant religion back then.
Yes,
So-
because the political order is the New World Order. The church order was the first order. It was the Catholic order. Now this New World Order, politicians will have all the power.
It's the evil order.
Yeah.
But revolution, think about it. Our freaking pillars of justice, they are done, destroyed. It's not justice in our nation, okay? It don't matter what you say, what everybody say. It's a freaking joke. We the joke of the freaking world. We don't
But
have.
it is. You're
We
right.
don't
You're
have
right.
no
Queen.
way to defeat these people. We don't even know if we're gonna win the next election because they're cheat all the freaking time.
Well,
Thank
check this out.
you.
Cool. It is a global trick that is being played on the whole world. We just looking at it from a national perspective.
No.
But they're doing the same thing all over the world.
Impose that to the entire world. We, our government, and they're using the same freaking tools that they use against the enemy, against all Americans.
Yeah, but our government is not the full brains of it. We're the brawn. We're the muscle.
Oh, bravo!
Exactly.
Who's
The,
executing?
The city of
indicting,
London, and Europe, and
It's
those
Britain.
people are the
It's
ones
Britain.
calling the shots.
Bravo! Who is indicting and freaking executing Trump every freaking day? Our
I'm
government.
not.
Eric,
There's different levels of things. I'm not talking about the fight that's going on within our country. I'm talking about the world fight.
Yes.
That's why
Yes.
you see shit. You read things and you see train derailments all over the world. You see food.
Bravo.
They're getting rid of the eggs and chickens and all the
Bravo.
things. They're not just in the
Bravo.
United States. It's all over the world
Bravo.
because that's what
Who's
communists
fighting?
do. The next phase
Bravo.
is to starve everybody.
Who government is fighting? They're not fighting nobody around the world. They're fighting us, Americans. They're
Dude, what do you mean?
destroying us.
They're fighting each other. Aren't you watching the different things going on? The Pakistanis are burning their own freaking governments down, and so is the Kosovo people and all that shit, the
It
Serbians
don't
and all
freaking
that. I mean,
matter. They do that all the time, but they never
this
freaking
is
finish
new.
their
This
freaking
shit's
job,
new.
bravo. They'll get killed and freaking
and down in
they all
and down in
get
Brazil
slaughtered
also.
and it's done. But we don't do that in our country. But what we gonna do? That's my question. We keep
No,
We haven't
talking
gotten
about
to that
Who?
point yet.
okay. What's the
Who's that
second
type of-
phase, bravo? What's the second phase that you always come out with?
That's hypocritical, Bravo.
Mary, you
It's
tell me,
second-
Mary, what's the second phase? No freaking second phase. We don't have no freaking plan to fight against these people. That's why we're doing the way we're doing.
Well,
Okay?
that's
All
According
the
to
freaking-
Bravo,
our nation is suffering right now. 85,000+ kids disappearing that freaking border. People coming through our country every freaking day. People are suffering. People are hungry. People don't have nothing to eat. A lot of people. And these people shit for our people.
Why are they
We
coming up
about
to
saying,
our country for?
we just
Why
sent
are they
three
coming to our
freaking,
country for?
we just sent
We're
three
giving them
trillion,
Why?
three
Because
billion
because
dollars.
their fucking countries are so goddamn bad. They can't wait to get up here, even though ours is a shithole right now.
Bravo, I don't give a thing about that. I'm talking about
Well,
Americans.
that's
Why
what I'm
we
saying.
saying $3 billion by mistake, according to them, by mistake to Ukraine? See,
Let me
shit
say
like
this.
that.
Let me say this.
Shit
Do
like
you
that,
know they
Bravo.
would never? You
I
have
hope they
never
made a
seen.
mistake and they posted freaking $1 million in my account, but I guess they didn't.
You know what? They never made a $3 billion mistake before.
Hell
Goose.
no.
Thank
It's
you,
never.
Preston. That's what I'm
Come on,
talking
man.
about.
Goose.
Nobody hold them accountable. If you make a mistake, pay for that freaking mistake.
How are you going to hold
All
them
the
accountable
critics.
when the whole place is taken over?
Yes.
Who's going to do it? Who's
That's
going to
my
do it,
point,
Goose?
Bravo. That's my
Who's going to
point.
do it, Goose? If
That's
the
my
operation
point.
is taken over, who's going to
gonna
do it?
it? Nobody. The
Oh,
Justice
okay.
Department
So we
belong
might as
to
well
them.
just all kiss our
The
asses goodbye.
FBI belong to them. Now I
I
want
know
to see
they
the
do.
second phase. Maverick, where's the second phase? Let my talk.
I'm not sure where the second phase is. I'm still
I guess
waiting.
the second phase, if you got a fat woman, just shave her legs. That's the second phase right now.
I
Just
want to know what's the freaking solution right now, Revolution.
you
These
know what?
people
Make
keep
me.
sticking
The,
it to
the
us.
solution is to scream from the housetops like we're doing. That's it for right now.
Why don't you?
Are you gonna pick up a rifle and go out there with your helmet?
If I had to defend my nation, I will do that.
Well, you'll be
Goose, why
shot
don't
pretty
you?
quick.
Well, I get
Goose, why
shot
don't you get?
defending my nation.
I
Why
mean,
don't you get?
there's got to there's if there is no plan, then it's going to be a bloody civil war that it's going to be bad. If there is a plan, then we just got to keep screaming from the housetop until something's done.
You know, it's so freaking messed up. We come out with a Durham report. Everybody freaking guilty, but nobody goes to jail. Nobody gets charged. But Trump was dancing with an old lady or something. He gets
There
charged.
is no there's not going
Trump
to be.
is not going to
You see what
jail.
I'm
We're not
saying?
going
That's the
to
kind
regular
of shit.
jail. When
How
this
you
shit
gonna
when
fight
this shit
against
goes
that?
down like a whirlwind, it's going to be tribunals. There is no jail.
Bravo,
It's
since
all
I know
the
you,
jail
Bravo, the
system is
last
fucked.
60 years, Bravo,
The
I heard
jail
that word
system is
tribunal.
fucked. The prison system's fucked.
Bravo.
You just got done saying it. Make up your
Bravo.
mind.
I learned how to pronounce tribunal by you saying that every freaking day.
Tribunal.
Tribunal. I
Smarter
haven't
people
seen
than I
one
are
yet.
saying it.
Go ahead, Maverick.
Yeah, no, I'm just listening.
I mean, you sit there and say
We love
the
you, Bravo. We
DOJ's
love
taking
you.
over, the FBI's taking over. Then who's
No,
going to fucking do
Bravo.
it?
They are
Who's
not.
going to prosecute it then?
Bravo.
Who?
They're not
Goose?
taking over.
No,
They
don't
are
don't
ready.
keep talking
Bravo.
shit.
They're
Don't
not
keep
taking
talking shit.
over,
Tell me,
Bravo.
who's
Bravo.
going to prosecute these people then?
Bravo.
Who?
They
Damn,
didn't
dude, you
take
gonna let him
over.
poke you like that, man? Come on.
Who? He's been talking the
Bravo.
whole damn time.
Bravo, they already took over. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Then who's going to do it? Who's going to arrest everybody? If the administrative police state is taken over by the bad guys, who's going to arrest and do anything?
Oh, that's
dude?
my point, Bravo. Thank you.
That's my
Appreciate it.
point
Next
too.
listener, go
That's
ahead,
my point
Maverick.
too. There is only one option.
Maverick is coming out now. I like Bravo. Good
There
job.
is only one option.
That's what I want to get you. Nobody
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
what you want
How
to
are
get
we
because you
gonna
have
get
no
Trump?
answers. You
How
got
we gonna
no
get
answers.
Bravo? Let me talk. I'll let you talk.
You got
How we
no
gonna get
answers, dude.
Trump?
Admit it.
How we gonna get Trump to the top? Like Maverick said before, if we haven't fixed the cheating
Wait,
part.
why are they going after an old president if there isn't some kind of fucking plan? Why would they go after a dude hasn't been in office for 2.5 fucking years? Because there's
Bravo,
some kind of
we are
plan
in the same
and they
boat
want
that
it to
you
stop.
are.
That's why.
So
There's
you
a plan
the
and they
freaking
want it to
chorus.
stop.
I mean, we know that, okay?
Okay, well.
You heard my opening statement.
Right.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We are with you. I say that. Stop stealing my freaking talking points.
Can I? Hey, Goose. Can I say
Go ahead,
something to Maverick
Revolution.
really quick?
You know that.
I know. I love you too, Goose.
Let me say this, Goose,
Good.
to Maverick. If somebody called you a white nationalist, right?
I'm not freaking
That-
white nationalist. I'm
listen,
a Puerto Rican
no,
nationalist.
that
Nothing
just
wrong
mean
with that. I love
that
my
just mean
nation.
you
What's
love
wrong
your
with that?
people. I'm a black nationalist. You think I'm
Yeah.
not a
Yeah,
black
but you know what?
nationalist?
Revolution. You know, I think
Hell
what I
yeah.
think he was trying to
I
say.
mean,
He was trying because most people equate white nationalists with, like Mike was saying, with white supremacy. You know, people who are idiots who don't know
yeah.
the difference between the two, they associate that together. So, and that's what he
Because,
was getting at. He was getting
because
at
you,
basically calling
We're
us.
black, white,
it,
Hispanic. We're nationalists for our country. You darn right we are.
now,
America first.
now understand this.
How can we
I
help
don't have a
anybody else if we're fucked up?
I don't have a nation to be a nationalist of. Like, just say for instance, Goose is Puerto Rican or Bravo, you're Puerto Rican. Then y'all could be nationalists of Puerto Rico, right? I'm just saying. And let's say
Bravo.
Maverick is from Germany. Then he could be a German nationalist.
But we're all
I just
mixed.
don't.
We're all
I
mixed.
don't. You're a Mexican.
No, I said we're all mixed. We're all much. We have like 4 or 5 different
I thought you,
nationalities
I
in
thought
it.
I'm sorry, Bravo. I thought you just came across the border. Do you know what? Listen.
Oh,
Good
God.
job, Revolution.
I thought no,
Revolution.
I
Come
thought
on.
Bravo
Stick,
just snuck
stick
in
with the facts.
because they sneaking in. Listen, check this out. The only point that I'm trying to make is we are supposed to love our people, but it seemed like when some people practice nationalism, it's a bad thing. See,
It's no. It's a
No, it's
person who
because the
strongly
media
identify
calls
with
it
their
that.
own country, their own nation, and I
The
do.
media
I love my
calls it
nation.
bad. That's why everyone thinks it's bad because they're all freaking hooked on the media. The media says nationalism bad. So, nationalism's bad because the media told me it was. Yeah.
well, you know what? That's because
What the hell was that voice?
so many people cannot think. So
That's the
many.
pickle smoocher voice.
You know what,
Bravo,
Bravo? You can't.
don't go that way
Don't do
yet.
that, Bravo.
That's a second hours.
You already got people, Bravo, not wanting to go to Florida. You already saying that they got them saying it's safe not to go to Florida. And you the reason why, Bravo, because you call them pickle smoochers.
Yeah.
You can't call-
Right.
Yeah. Hey, all you got to do is walk into Target and see if we let them run the country, what you're going to see. Go into Target, where they have whole departments now, pickle smoocher departments.
They
That's
took
all
them
they
out.
are.
They took them out. They took them out.
They got queer this, queer that for your children.
Hey,
It's
Bravo,
all
come
geared for
on,
kids
Bravo.
like 0 to 10
Bravo.
years old, for God's
Nothing
sake.
wrong with people. See, people want to be gay, transgender. It's
No,
okay. Let it be that.
this is not just that.
Let
No,
it be
that-
that.
The corporate leaders have been given their edict. Go in and start doing all this shit. It doesn't
you
make
like that?
business sense because they're all losing money, but they don't give a shit. If the World
like that
Economic
picture
Forum
that
and
Maverick
the Davos Group
the
and
Bud
all
Light-
these other organizations tell them to do it, the corporate assholes follow their edicts or they are hung.
Bravo,
or they jump
because
off a
they're
building.
scared, Bravo. They're scared. They don't have
Hell yeah, they're scared.
But
Because
they're
they know
scared.
they already got something on them. They're all blackmailed. They'll be thrown off a building or something if they don't listen.
You see what happened to them CEOs, Bravo? And you better stop talking like that because if you go to Walmart tonight, a gay gang might jump you. You better stop
Bravo,
talking
gotta
like
be
that.
careful.
Well, you know what I mean? They're going to get a fistful of dollars then. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? You gotta give them dollars.
Bravo, crazy.
Bravo, don't get out of control.
Yeah.
I don't want you to sound like you hate gay.
Exactly.
Like that.
Wait a minute. You guys don't know the difference between corporate sin and individual people that have to stand before God themselves? I don't give a crap what they do. This is not what we're talking about. This is what the media likes you to think that they are, but they're not that.
So what are you talking about?
Why do all these CEOs make decisions? North Face just has an ad out there with transgenders and all this shit with the rainbow.
Bravo,
Ford has
bravo,
a rainbow truck. Do
bravo.
you think this is good business? Good money? You think they're going to make a lot of money doing this? Fuck no.
Bravo.
This is the collapse all the corporations, at the same time they're destroying our food factories, the same time they're destroying fuel and oil and everything else. This is the modern day starvation. It's not done the old way where they march you out into the woods and they don't feed you. This is how we do it.
That's what
worldwide.
they're doing. They just are not marching you to the wood. They just marching you to the freaking soup line. That's what they do.
Right.
Bravo,
Now you go
what?
go into Walmart every day and you look and you go, holy shit, the tea aisle used to be like half an aisle. Now it's like one little column in there. There's nothing
Well, so
left.
Bravo, that you never went to Walmart. How you know that now?
Hey, I love Super
I
Walmart.
thought you was
But you know what, though,
freaking
Bravo?
party guy.
What this really is, Bravo, is it's really an attack on masculinity. This all this transgenderization.
And they have no regard for women. You know, I always used to wonder if that meant that the guy was a homo or what. No, if you notice, they're taking over everything with women, putting men in their place, fake women, and destroying women, destroying their minds, destroying their
That's a
hearts.
true statement. They're going against the woman.
You know what I mean? That's the Antichrist system for you right there.
Well, you know what, Bravo? Don't jump into that subject. That's something else that you need more detail to talk about.
Hey,
That. But
here-
you're right about women. They're destroying the woman, like the Supreme Court nominee. When they ask her, "Can you define to us woman?" She say, "I don't freaking know." God damn!
I know.
But you
That's
know what?
Revolution.
That's
And when you
that
talk
is
about blacks
insane.
that get in the freaking Supreme Court, why you don't talk about her? Huh?
Here.
Man,
Now I
I
want to hit
talk,
you with that one,
I
Revolution.
want to go
man,
back
let me
a
say
little
this.
bit. Hang on, Rob. I'll give you a minute. I just want to go back to something we were talking about just a couple seconds ago. This is something that it's something Google just put out. It says Google searches related to personal sexual orientation and gender identity have skyrocketed since 2004. The Culture Current Institute released an analysis of explored Google searches from 2004 to this month, which included searches for questions such as "Am I gay? Am I a lesbian? Am I trans? How to come out?" as well as searches for non-binary. The new apps found that the searches for these phrases jumped more than 1,300% since 2004 up until now. I mean, we got
Right.
it.
but you know
philosophy
why, though, right?
We got a definite freaking problem in this country.
Listen,
But
the
you-
philosophy in the schoolroom in this generation is the philosophy in government in the next.
No, from the song.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know
we need
what?
to play that. We need to play that song again, Maverick.
Well, hey, when you go to Google something, Bravo, you might ask the same question that I am is Pico Smoocher. You never asked that question.
She paid the price for that.
Yeah, what did they when you say that in Google, what does it come up as? What is the definition?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want that for my computer.
I never Googled that, Bravo, but I might do it.
Google,
just to
yeah,
see.
Google it, Goose. Good.
Oh,
Good,
come
good.
on.
Because
Go ahead,
Smoocher-
Goose.
No, Google it. Google it, Maverick.
I'm
Pico
not-
Smoocher.
Then Maverick will start getting like rainbow bras,
Hey, here's some good
panties,
news.
and
Here's
things
some
like
good news.
that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got it. Pico
You got some-
Smoocher. A brown noser or someone who kissed the higher up winner to get ahead.
Did you say they kissed the wiener? Did you say that?
Wiener.
Yeah,
They kissed the wiener?
yeah.
Oh
We're
my!
gonna post it. That's why Bravo. That's where you got that from. You know
Bravo.
that you're in trouble.
Pickle smoocher. You
I
got
posted right there.
it. It's an old slang for the same thing that we're
now you
talking
go.
about.
Hey,
Yeah.
right there. You read it?
Wait,
No,
Bravo,
I haven't pulled it
Bravo.
up.
Go
I
ahead,
let you
Maverick.
pull it
I
up.
posted.
Bravo,
Well, I
you
can't.
super
I'm on my
intelligent.
phone right now, so I mean, I don't want to.
Well, Bravo, don't come with that fake news. Now we
higher
know
up
what I
here.
mean.
together.
You see that?
It's the
Wow.
wiener, huh?
You see, Revolution, before you come to
Wow.
our show, check your facts because we're going to
I-
fact check you.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Hey,
Don't you
I
know?
got some good news. I do have some good news. I just want to put it out.
Hey,
Oprah Winfrey could replace Dianne Feinstein in the Senate. There you go.
oh my God!
That's what we
Did
need.
you
We
say
need-
Oprah Winfrey?
yeah, we need Oprah.
What
We need
was the
Oprah
guy's
Winfrey.
name down in South America? Something of God, and had that orphanage that they were trafficking children and raping them and everything like that, and she supported that guy. What was that
Well,
again?
she's gonna fit right in the Senate.
Oh yeah,
Just-
hell yeah.
She'll be a Democrat, so
She'll kiss the wiener. Yeah, she'll be a.
Nah, she don't kiss. She'll kiss a wiener and a puss. Listen,
That's
let me
right.
say this.
She'll do
Because
both.
even though she go with Stedman, I think her and Gail really got something going.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the Stedman thing is just to make it look
Yeah,
like she,
exact. Because understand this, she had a doghouse built in her backyard, and he live in the doghouse. He don't even live in a house with her.
must be a big dog.
Yeah, it's a big ass doghouse, and she built it in her backyard, and he live in there. I'm gonna say this: I ain't never lived with a woman that I ain't live in the house with her. Like I had to live in the garage or shed or something. Like I've never been in a relationship like that.
Yeah.
You know why they said this about her? They said among the many plot lines in Dianne Feinstein's saga is Governor Gavin Newsom pledging to appoint a black woman to replace the 89-year-old should a vacancy arise before her term expires in January 2025. So I guess Oprah's being prepped for replacement.
I told you, didn't I say that at the outset of the show? I said they are selected before they are elected.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Obama's proof of that. Obama came out of nowhere.
Not just Jesse Jackson, all of Jesse Jackson was a CIA and an FBI operative, man. As a matter of fact,
And
he was the
speaking of
one.
someone who got a second chance, remember the old Reverend with his having sexcapades with other women and everything like that, and then they let him back in again. You know what I mean?
But
Show me a Republican that was allowed back in after they pulled that shit.
Man, let me say this. Do y'all know that in New Jersey, I forget his name, it was a governor, and he was going with a man, and he was taking a man on trips and everything, but he had a wife at home. And what's his name, McGreevy? What was his name? And they took him up out of there, and they put that fat mirror in.
Yeah, they let him stay there for how damn long? And no one ever said anything bad about it.
Republicans and Democrats get second chances, bro. All of them. They're all one people.
Wasn't
It's
that
no
was
difference
New Jersey?
between them.
There is no Democrat
Yeah.
Republican in New Jersey. There's one Communist Party.
Are you serious? The man right now is a Republican.
New Jersey's a communist, man. That state, no matter who's in there, they do the same shit. Doesn't matter.
It's like that let me ask you this. Do you think New Jersey and Florida is different?
Huh?
Do you
Oh
really think
yeah,
that?
you carry a gun in New Jersey and see how different it is than Florida. Go ahead up there and carry one, and then show a cop. Say, look what I got. I got one of these things, and see how many shots they put inside of you.
The only reason you could walk around in Florida with a gun is so that you can shoot up some black people. Listen, let me say this.
Oh my God! now you're starting to sound like a soldier. Come on,
man. What is that?
The NAACP is saying, please don't go to Florida if you're black, because Goose and Maverick is shooting at you. That's what they said at the NAACP.
Hey, you leave me alone, I don't bother you. Okay, that's all.
You ain't shooting nobody, Goose. But Maverick. You know what make you so cool? You will be on YouTube and you will just be sitting there laughing the whole time that everybody I don't know how you can smile and talk at the same time. You real good with it.
Man, yeah, but I mean, come on. I mean, yes, does everybody carry in Florida? Pretty much everybody.
You know what?
Everybody.
Revolution, you'd have to go online and get rid of all those black videos of people beating up and killing white people all there. I mean, there's so many of them now. Holy shit.
Where? Because
all over. They're all over. They're all over.
Come on, man.
Come on. If you say that you haven't seen them, that's a lie. Then I'm going to start questioning you.
All right, let me say this. You ain't seen the two white dudes, a black person on their door, a black young boy and a black girl, and they killed both of them.
That's a minority. I can pick up. I can show you 3 right now a black dude smashing a white dude in the face with a brick and then kick him in the face until he's dead. I mean, I could show you a bunch of them, man. They're all over the place. On Telegram, I'm telling you, it's like
Well, let me ask you
50
this.
to 1. 50 to
On
1.
Twitter. On Twitter.
Is this,
And Twitter,
is
too.
this the start of a civil war? Because that's what
I'm wondering. I don't know.
because understand this. You heard with the Jewish lady, I think her name was Anna Shore, Shorer. She said that the number one threat to Israel was the teenagers in the black community. See,
Well,
understand this.
the problem with this resolution is they want us that
Yeah,
way. They
right.
want it
They're-
that way. They
They're
want
not
us
going to
fighting
show all the
amongst
good things,
each other,
Revolution.
and they want that. I mean, and we're falling for it. Unfortunately, the black, white, Spanish, whatever, we're falling
Because-
for their thing. There.
I mean, how many pictures? Listen, Revolution. How many YouTube? Now this is on YouTube. They haven't taken it down because it fits their bill. How many things do you see where white people are going up to black people and kissing their feet? You know, in the park. You know, saying "Bow down to us, kiss our feet." I mean, go pull it up right now. You can pull it up.
Okay,
It's still up there.
I know exactly what you're talking about right there.
I mean, this
right
is the
there,
kind of shit. This is the kind of stuff. This is how they're pitting us against each other. Don't think that
understand this though.
I don't know that.
Understand this. If this was 1885, do you know what they would just be doing right now? They would just be deputizing some poor whites to be just a little bit above black and give them a job over black people. Do you know why they did that? Not because they loved the white people, but the elite, wealthy white people needed a buffer between them and the black people that they had done so wrong. And that's all poor white people have ever been, was a buffer to the wealthy whites. And none of them understand that. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't give a.
They don't.
And
but
we
the
shouldn't have-
problem is, Revolution, is everyone is listening to the mainstream media. Unfortunately, too many people, because they're hearing white people should be lynched. Their babies shouldn't be born. I can show you videos of black people saying white babies shouldn't be born. We should lynch them the second they're born. We should kill them. I mean, that kind of shit causes problems. I mean, you know, just like a white person killing a black woman causes problems.
Bravo.
I mean, but
point of what
this
you're
is the
talking
media.
about.
The media is doing this against us.
Bravo, you gotta check where they put all these freaking abortion clinics.
In black
600,
neighborhoods.
600 abortion clinic in our country, and I think it's like 20 plus in other countries, but 600 amongst those things around the ghetto, the barrios, the Latinos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kill
As they're giving you a welfare check and say, come back next month, they're putting the abortion clinics in there to kill every baby. I understand it.
Revolution.
I see what's going on. I think there's too many people that don't.
600. That's a lot.
Yeah. I agree. I know what they're doing. I see it. Because divided, I mean, just like the song, you know, united we stand, divided we fall. I mean, they know it. These people are masters at this shit.
And they've been doing it for eons.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
But
let
you
me
know
say
what,
this.
Revolution? You keep supporting those freaking rats, demo rats.
I don't
understand why.
Why is you saying that? Because I'm black. I don't vote Democratic. I
But
vote
you just
independent.
criticized an hour ago one of the greatest freaking Supreme Court leader we ever had, Thomas.
Oh, man, Thomas is an asshole and drag. Listen, man.
Nothing wrong with an asshole, but you know he's one of the best freaking
Wait a minute,
Supreme Court leaders.
Revolution. I got a
Of
question.
course, no.
I got to question your how you think here. If you think Justice Thomas is that bad, I mean, or is it because he's married to a white woman? He's bad.
No, but that hurts also. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, no. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Because understand this: marriage is a political as well as economic choice. Check this out, bro. Say, for instance, who's a real wealthy Bill Gates marry a black woman, right? And him and that black woman, they get insurance policies on each other, and leave wills. And if he die and she get all his money, do you know how fast white people will kill her and take that money? Listen, let me say this. all those wealthy
why is it
black
gotta be
men,
white
all those wealthy
Starting to
black
get into,
men
you're starting to
leaving
get
their
into
money to
people's
white
heart.
women who ain't
Well,
going to do nothing.
why is it got to be white people that kill her?
Because they'll be like, no, give us our money.
Oh.
Because they're going to say, give us our money back. That's why. We
My
ain't going
money.
to, black
I don't
people,
give a shit. My money.
that's your money. Yes, it is, Maverick. That's your money too. Because that money could have went back to the white community. Don't people put back where they come from? So
Well,
if he
he
come
don't.
from the white community,
Come
if
on,
he
he
come
didn't
from the
want
white
to
community,
give it.
For revolution, you can't marry
Right.
a white
I mean, what
woman.
we
You
gonna, we
want
gonna
to.
sit there and try to figure out who's scamming the insurance companies? I mean, both sides are doing it. You know, I mean,
well,
come on.
yeah, and you know why both sides are doing it? Because both sides are marrying out of their races. Understand this.
So, well, I'll tell you what. I have to admit, They had an old interview from Muhammad Ali, and he nailed it, man. He was on a British. It was on a British television station, and they were trying to put that shit, the interracial stuff, on him. And he said, "Why?" He goes, "Why would I want to marry a white woman?" He goes, "She knows nothing about my race and my needs and what I want and how I think and everything like that." He goes, "Why are you trying to water down our race?" And I mean, he was telling
You
people. I
know,
mean, he was
you know
really
who the,
telling the
you
truth.
know,
I mean,
guess who the most,
2023. Why we gotta be talking like this? We're in
I'm
2023.
saying
no,
that's it. Go
agree,
look it up.
I
That's a
agree.
real
I agree.
interview with
dude,
Muhammad
I mean, we
Ali.
don't need to
listen,
be talking about
listen,
this.
listen. Let me say this
I
before we
love
get
all
off of
women.
that.
I don't care
Let
they
me say
black,
this.
Hispanic,
Exactly.
I
white.
love them all
Hey,
too.
100%
I just
with
don't
you.
want to marry them. Listen, check this out
You
real
don't have
quick.
to. That's the great thing about
are,
America. You can marry whoever
so
the
hold
hell
it.
you
Are you
want.
married? But
All
yeah.
right, check
Everyone
this
has
out.
freedom to marry who they want.
All right,
Revolution,
check.
you really took some freaking
And
crap
I'm
today.
not gonna.
All right,
I'm
watch
not gonna
this. Watch
judge a
this.
white
What? Revolution,
Watch
a
man.
white
this.
man
Watch.
for marrying a
Do you
black
know?
woman, or
Do
a
you know
white
who the
woman for marrying a
smartest?
black man. I mean,
Do you know
or a
the smartest
Chinese,
human
or
being? The smartest human beings right now on the planet Earth is white women. Let me tell you why I say white women are some of the smartest human beings on the planet Earth. Name two white women that are ultra wealthy that has married somebody black. But every black man that gets some money go out and get him a white woman. Do you know why? Because that's the way that the white industry get their money back. Soon as those men start playing basketball, acting, football, they sick them white girls right on them. And they
Why?
take all the money when they die. Now,
oh
ex
boy,
Tiger Woods. Ex
Wow.
Tiger Woods. He married the
Oh,
nanny. He married
boy.
the nanny. He
No, that,
married the
so what
nanny.
you're
Oh,
saying,
revolution.
wait,
Everybody married their
but
nanny.
but hang on.
Everybody.
didn't he
What
marry
you're
another white
saying
woman after that
is
though?
they don't
No,
have,
but he dated
they
other
don't have
white
a
women after
choice.
that.
Come on,
He better
revolution.
not date another
They
because
don't
she
have a
got
choice.
she got $250 million from him. She got over $250 million from him. And he
Right.
Yeah.
was the
Stupid
only
enough.
one playing
They're,
golf.
but
Dang, that
you
thing was
say they're,
good, I guess.
well, hang
200.
on.
You
Yes,
know, they
yes.
Hang
both
on.
they
Hang
both
on.
knew the system. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But look, I mean, so Revolution's saying that they sick the white girls on the black rich guys. So are you saying they're all stupid then, and they fall for it
No,
because
I'm saying it's
they have
probably
a choice to marry a black
no,
woman
they
or a
no,
white
they
woman?
don't. No,
If why
they
don't
don't
they?
have.
Why don't they have that
Revolution.
choice? Why don't they have that?
Do
That
me
Wait,
a favor.
statement.
Goose, hang on.
Revolution.
Wait, Goose, hang on. I want to hear what he has to say. Why don't they have that choice?
They don't have that choice because it's in those contracts. Do me a favor. Go to all the
Oh,
NBA
wait a minute,
athletes
wait a
and
minute.
look
So
at.
Come
Let him
on.
talk. Let him
they have
talk.
to marry a white woman.
Listen,
Bravo, let him talk.
listen. It is in their contracts in the NBA. They have to marry white. If
Oh, I don't
80%,
think that's
Oh,
how
true,
is
Chris.
you'd have to
80%?
prove
How
that. You
is
can't. That's,
80% of the
I don't.
NBA players with white women? Google them.
I
Google
don't
them
believe.
team by
Okay,
team.
I
revolution.
want you. If
Revolution.
you're
You got a
gonna
good
if you're
point.
gonna say something like
No.
that, you
well, I
should give
mean,
us
Maverick.
facts. I
anything's
want
possible,
Hey,
revolution. But hey,
bravo.
you know what I mean?
Goose, you can't tell me falling for that bullshit saying that
No,
in
let
their
me
contract.
talk. Let me
All right,
talk.
why is it bullshit,
But
Maverick?
they got.
Maverick, give
Hey,
me
I call
Maverick,
bullshit.
bravo.
I call
give me your
bullshit.
dissertation, Maverick.
I
No,
call
it's a
You
bullshit.
got.
revolution.
You got to
I'm
pull up
gonna
some proof, though.
guys,
There
bravo.
should be
Yeah,
something else.
I
Stop.
want to see proof.
Stop, bravo. You never dated black girl, so talk. Don't talk. Let me tell you what revolution is
Hey,
trying to
look,
say.
and look at Michael Key said. If that was true, Kobe and
No,
LeBron
let me.
would
They
have
no
a white woman.
I haven't read the chat, but
LeBron
let
is
me
the
tell you,
face
Maverick.
of the NBA. LeBron can do what the hell he want to
No,
do.
revolution.
But they're black guys. You
Revolution
just
is
said-
right about something, guys.
He's not
I
right
heard that
about
before.
contract.
Okay,
Nah, bullshit.
Revolution,
wanna
you
see
made
it.
a mistake, and
I wanna
somebody might
see it.
get in your ass. Okay, you say the white women are smarter than black women,
Yes, they are, and they're smarter than white men also.
and that's why
Because you know why?
basketball players marry a white woman.
And
No,
black
he-
basketball
smart
players
then.
marry
Huh?
poor white women. They
He
listen.
said they have to, Goose.
They
That's a
marry.
big statement, revolution. That's a
They
big statement.
They marry poor white women. Those white women be absolutely nobody the majority of the time.
How you know they're poor? I mean, they
Well,
married. Well, you said they were very smart.
Right today. I think Goose is right. You've been smoking something before you came on the
Okay,
show.
all right. Check this out. Why aren't
Today
why
is free crack
isn't Ellen
day.
DeGeneres? Why isn't Ellen DeGeneres married to a black man? Somebody tell me that. Why
She's
isn't
gay.
Ellen DeGeneres?
She's gay.
If she could marry a white woman, she could damn sure marry a black
And
man. I mean, goddamn.
also, it's rumored that it's really a he.
All right, check this out. Do you guys know that the queen that just not too long ago died in Britain, it was a young black man. She had him in her room, and I know he probably put the boom boom with the zoom zoom. Right now, check this out. When he was
she had
done,
a boom boom.
and listen, and when he was leaving, the guards wanted to get him, and she told the guards to leave him alone. But you know what she wouldn't have did? She wouldn't have came out in public and said I was with that black man. I bet you she wouldn't have did that. But she did say let him go though.
Hey, well, look at Mr. Macaruno. He was with a black guy right in public, hugging his ass.
Hey, it's a lot of black women that are very smart. So that statement that it's really out of place.
No, it's not other place because white women know how to keep their money away from other people. They keep the money in the family. It's only white men that are married black women and they'll have a little something, or black that are married poor white women. Because think about this, every high caliber black woman in America right now is with a white man. Ketanji Jackson, Kamala Harris, Candace Owens. You could go on for days. When white men get black women, they be
part
a high
of the
caliber.
promotion. That's all the corporate promotion of interracial marriages. Just like they promote the other shit.
When white men get black women, they do not get the nanny.
There isn't if you want to do it, but they are promoting it. They promoted
Who's
that.
promoting
They
it?
started that. You know what I mean?
Who's promoting it?
Bravo.
Who's promoting it, bro?
People that are promoting homosexuality and transvestites and all the other shit. The same people.
But Bravo,
Bravo,
stop
yeah.
hitting them. We're not talking about transgender right now.
They want the interracial. I mean, there's a reason for it.
Mari, I would like for you to invite a transgender to our show and be nice to invite one.
I tried. They didn't want to come.
But Bravo scared them.
No, Maverick's girl.
You yell too much, Goose. It's you.
Well,
And Goose, Goose, you a curse at them. You a curse, and you ask them what they smoking crack.
I respect them. I don't do like Bravo do.
Hey, listen, listen. We all have interracial. My children aren't all white. I adopted dark-skinned children. I'm in a relationship with an Asian.
Because you don't have no choice. Nobody wants you in America.
We all have different interracial.
You always
for crying out
flashing.
loud.
Because you're flashing.
Stop trying to make it seem like that we're racist.
See, revolution,
or something.
a white man.
Let me say this.
That's a quick way to shut everybody up.
Let me say
racist.
this.
You're a
Guess
racist.
what?
So that's how they shut you up.
No,
Let me say this real quick. Michael Key said Kanye West married a rich white woman, right? Understand this. The way she got rich was black dick. She made those damn sex tapes and got rich from Ray J and a whole bunch of others. She was a hairdresser. She was a hairdresser at first. She wasn't rich at first.
No,
Black Dick
Revolution,
made her
right?
rich.
Revolution, I agree with you.
Hang
You're
on,
right.
guys.
Well,
Wait. We got Michael Key coming in on the panel.
Okay.
No, Michael, stay out.
He wants
Make
to-
that
he wants
show
Go ahead, Mike.
many
Hey,
times.
welcome to the show, Michael.
What's up, Mike?
What's going on, man?
Hey, so what do you think about what Revolutionary is saying here?
All right, well, Kardashian, she came from money. Her father got OJ off,
Mhm.
and he was a high-end lawyer.
But she was
And guess
broke.
what?
Like, she
And
showed
nobody-
that tape, and she
And
became.
nobody knew her name. Nobody.
You're right.
So
And
her,
Revolution
her
right.
claim, her claim to fame was Black Dick. Michael Key. Keep that in mind.
I got the video. I can send it to them.
Oh my god!
Okay, thank you. Because I got the video of her
Wait
fucking
a minute.
razor.
Our vice president was a side chick for Arsenio Hall, for crying out loud.
Come on, Bravo. Oh my God, Bravo.
Bravo, you slept your way to the top. You getting those magazines.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah.
look, Bravo.
Jealous.
No, I ain't mad. Bravo, that was a joke, Bravo. Bravo, you better stop sleeping your way to the top getting them damn magazines.
Hang on. So, Michael, you heard what Revolutionary said, that all NBA players and football players, black ones, it's in their contract that they have to marry a white woman. What do you think about that?
I'd never heard of that before. It being in their contract, I think that's
No.
kind of.
You know what,
Kinda-
Revolution?
What's
I
that?
heard
have
something
to
close
keep
to that
proof.
Revolution. Not like that.
Yeah.
That is in their contract.
Oh, let me
But I
say this.
heard they married white women. That way the kids come out big, tall, and smart. That's what I heard. I
Let
don't
me
know if
say
that's
this,
true.
Ghouls. Let me say this, Ghouls. It's crazy.
No,
It's
I heard
crazy.
that, but I don't know if it's,
It's
true. But
crazy that
Revolution's
3
talking
out of
about, so I say
5.
that.
It's crazy that 3 out of 5.
Is it only the NBA?
No,
No,
it's
he-
not only the NBA.
Sport.
It's sports and entertainment. Understand this, guys. Michael Jordan left a black wife of years and got with a white one. O.J. Simpson left her because you know why? It was probably in their contract, and that was just a portion that they hadn't fulfilled. Look at the money that
Revolution,
Michael
why
Jordan.
that's going to be in the contract? I don't just
Exactly.
Because you know why? Because the money that black people get from American society is on loan. We don't get money to stick around from generation after generation. And this is why every time a black person is on their way out, they send them to prison and take all their money from them. They did it to Bill Cosby, R. Kelly. They did
That's
it to, it's so many
Bill
black.
Cosby, that's right.
Is R. Kelly a pedophile?
Yeah, let's get that right.
Man, no, that's just what they said. We don't know because none of us wasn't there. I'm
We
gonna
don't
tell
know,
you
we
like
don't
this.
know.
Don't get.
But Bill
don't
Cosby
get
got set up. Yeah, you're
We
right.
don't believe. I mean, you're telling us that it's in everybody's contract that they have to marry white women, but
Yo,
we've
you
never
gotta
seen it.
understand. America is a bully. America is a bully pulpit, guys. America has never been fair game for anybody. You got to remember the first wave whites that came were indentured servants. They put them to work right next to black people. And
Hey,
one of the reasons.
Revolution. I'm gonna kind of believe you. They might call me crazy because now you gotta believe everything. Because before we didn't believe all this shit is taking place. We didn't even believe Bravo.
You know what?
And now
Now,
you gotta listen. You gotta listen to these people that we call them crazy, like Bravo, Revolution, because they might be right.
yeah, but I
They
want
might be
proof.
right.
I
They
want
might be
proof.
right.
I want to read it for myself. I want to see a
You,
contract.
you know what? It's
Conspiracy might be right, and you know,
right,
it's
let-
hard for
let
me
me
to
ask
say
you this.
this.
I want to.
Let me ask y'all this really quick. Why isn't it the same vice versa for white athletes and entertainers? Why ain't the majority of them marrying black women if they're white men? See, you got to understand. It's a reason for the imbalance. It's a, no, it's not called preference.
Yeah,
It's not called. It's not called. Dude, are you saying to me that 3 out of 5 NBA and football players, 3 out of prefer white? Is that what you really saying?
Well, but
Is that-
it's so far-fetched than what you're saying. You're saying it's in everybody's contract.
Well,
It's no
why ain't it happening
Well,
with white
well, think
men?
about this.
Eh,
Think about this.
if I'm wrong, if I'm
let me
wrong,
hit you with this.
explain to me why white men ain't
Revolution,
doing it.
he played in the NFL for 7 years, guys.
Let me.
It's still a new thing, Revolution. It's only been around, 15, 20 years where it's been prominent. It's still like a trophy. They get a
Yes,
trophy
no, it's
wife.
not
These
a
girls aren't
20
ugly.
years, Bravo.
They
More than
found a
that.
way. They found a way to get their money back. All they do, you know what they do? They sick white women on black men. The white women divorce them and get half their money. And guess what? They give that money right back to the white community. Or the reason
Whoa,
are you sick?
Revolution, you sounding like
Explain then. Explain then why
I
half
ain't
of
never
black
received no one's
athletes
money.
and entertainers die broke. No, explain why. Explain to me.
Even
Somebody
Bravo believe you.
Hold on.
I'll explain
So
it
explain to me why so many
easy.
athletes that's black and entertainers die broke. Somebody explain it real quick.
No, but it's not just entertainers though. Too they have. When you look, there's a healthy amount of black women and white women in those videos. You know what I mean? I mean, it's about the same, 50-50.
But that's
They
a
died
good
broke.
point, you know.
And-
But
Whoa.
you don't see a good-looking basketball player get an ugly white woman. He doesn't get some fat chick or something. He gets the most beautiful one he can possibly find.
All right, so you know what you just said? You just said that the only way an athlete can get a beautiful woman is if they get a white one. That's what you just said. That's what you just said.
He got you, Bravo. He got
They
you.
prefer.
Bravo.
It's
but-
like
Are
a
you
trophy
serious?
to them. It's
Revolutionary
like a
Guard.
trophy to them. That's what
All
they.
right, so the only trophies are white trophies.
Because
You know what, Bravo?
in the
You
past
might
it was
be racist,
because in the
Bravo.
past it wasn't allowed. In the past it wasn't allowed. So
It
now
wasn't
that they
allowed for
now
white
that they
men
can
to-
do it and is it
It
acceptable, they
it
do it.
wasn't allowed for white men either. Why aren't they doing it? It wasn't allowed for white men to
Okay.
because they
I have nothing against black women, but they're just not my type.
okay.
So
So, but you're
Revolutionary,
not
bro, let's be
speaking for
honest. Let's
every
be
white
honest for a second.
man.
Let's
Hang
be
on,
honest
Rob.
for a
Let
second.
Mike talk. Yeah,
Let's be
Mike.
honest first. All right, now let's actually go and be honest about your theory. Now, so are the wealthiest athletes, black, white, indifferent, are they hanging out in areas where there are more white women or more black women?
Oh,
And then
Michael
you're talking
Kidd.
about every football player, every NFL football player, and every NBA basketball player actually now, as of now, okay, had to come from where? A university. Usually a predominant university, which has a far higher amount of white women than black women. All right. So even before they were pros, since they left high school, okay, they're not where, because I mean, let's just be honest, right? Because you said before, like the majority of the people they're hanging out with are white women. They're around white women more often than not.
Let me blow a hole in your theory right now. I'm gonna blow it immediately. First and foremost, the collegiate one. Most of the black athletes do not come from college with their girlfriend or their wife already. Some of them do, but the majority of them don't. Which means
He didn't say that.
No, because you just said they came from predominantly white institutions. Did you not say that?
Did.
They
did.
But if they didn't get their girlfriend there, then that didn't matter. That
No,
didn't
but
matter.
I'm saying they've been hanging out with them. I'm just saying they've been hanging out with them.
Right. They probably had white girlfriends and everything else while they were in college.
Do you know? All right, let me say this. Martin Luther King had a white girlfriend while he was in college. Did you know that?
All right,
Did you
Martin Luther King is the head of the civil rights movement. Do you think it would look better for him to have a white wife or a black wife to promote, black people, right? To try and
We know
Michael
super
Key,
black.
let me commend you for saying that really quick. Because I had a debate with a black woman that didn't understand that you can't talk black and sleep white. So thank you for understanding that.
Guys,
But at the same time, what you say, bro? Goose.
no, I mean, we talking about this, but they're not the one killing our country.
Yeah, we need to get back on what the hell's going on here. We're getting too far off base here, I think.
Okay.
Why
Sorry
you don't
about that.
talk about why Biden called Thomas when he was doing the freaking Senate interview for the Supreme Court and call him all kind of name? Why we don't talk about that? Refresh my mind about that.
Because we don't control what the media
You had
do.
a
The
white,
media controls the media.
and you got a
And,
white
and
guy, a
understand this.
senator, killing him and calling him all kind of names.
Now, if that would have been the other way around, had that been Clarence Thomas talking real crazy and reckless to Joe Biden, it'd have been on every national syndicated channel in the world.
So why you don't defend him? Don't you think that was very unfair what they did to Thomas when he was trying to go in the Supreme Court?
Yeah, but you know what's not fair? That they should have whooped his ass. Let me
If they
say this.
loved him, if the Democrats, which are predominantly communists, loved him, why didn't they just let him cruise right in there? They tried to kill him practically. They tried
They
to.
not-
It was a modern day
With the
lynching.
Anita Hill thing,
It was
is
a
that what
modern
you
day lynching.
is you talking about the Anita Hill scandal? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, well, let me say this. He beat that so. Do you know she became a mockery? We don't even hear about her no more. You ain't heard about her in the last 35 years. Don't nobody talk about her. You know what? She is just as dead in the water as Monica Lewinsky.
She was a professor for many years. I don't know what the hell she's doing now. That was like what, 30 years ago?
That's what I said. And you ain't heard about her since he won that. But you've heard about him all the time.
He's
The
top one right now. He's on the conservative side. We love him.
Yeah, because you know why? Because he do things that
because he
y'all
thinks
know
like
that
we do. No, not because he does things. It's
because he
thinks
does
like
things that align with white America. He don't do nothing. Why should black people like Clarence
Well, the
Thomas? Give me one reason.
Constitution is no white or black.
Right.
Oh, what? Hold on. So you mean to tell me when the Constitution opened up by saying all men are created equal, they mean everybody, y'all? Come on now.
Yeah.
Come
They
on.
mean
Bruce, don't say
everybody.
crazy stuff.
It did. How do you think?
No,
How do you think you got that way?
It
was
did not.
because of the Constitution they were able to undo the shit that they did in the beginning.
It was written in 1776.
Right.
And the people that was writing it had slaves. Do you think that they were saying these slaves are created equal to? Hell no, they wasn't saying that. And
Why you think we had a civil
but you
war?
need to know history because I have a copy of the original. I have all of Thomas Jefferson's original notes and everything like that. He had in there taking slavery out. They couldn't do it because half the people didn't want it out of there, but half of them did. And they said that kind of a fight was too big for a young nation trying to start up and trying to get going. But they left it in there.
Yeah, but you
they
know
left
what?
it in
But
there.
that's hypocritical,
made equal
Bravo.
so that they could address it later on, which
That's
they
hypocritical,
did.
Bravo.
They
Because
did
then they
address it
turned
later on.
They turned
I'm
right
saying the
around
country's
and had
perfect.
a civil war to keep the slaves. You mean to tell me they couldn't free them?
And
but
do you think that this nation paid enough of a price with 689,000 men died in that war and over 3 million were maimed where they couldn't even function in society? I think we paid a fucking high price. 3,689,000. Go look it up.
That's
how much we lost.
Bravo.
There wasn't that many people that died on the ships. I'll tell you that.
Bravo, that wasn't the number. Let me give you the number.
That was the number.
700.
I have the World Book Encyclopedia.
But guess what, Bravo?
Let me
We
give you
paid
the
a hell of a
number.
price too because we lost 80, I think 80 million to 100 million just in the transatlantic, just in the traveling between Africa and here.
There's actually only, I think there was only,
Well, you can't blame the United States for that.
Now see, that's
Guys,
because
How
that's
do
white
you
privilege.
come up with that
Bravo.
number when you can only fit a couple hundred people on a ship?
Can we
listen.
talk?
No,
Can we
not
talk?
100,000 at one time, bro. I'm talking about just in the years of transporting.
Bravo.
Revolution.
Bravo
Everybody, you guys
revolution.
are talking over each other. You guys got to give one at a time because nobody can
Yes,
hear
sir.
things.
Yes, sir.
Bravo.
What?
Just to get you straight, okay? The right statement should be, you're right, we had a civil war. 700,000 people die. 700,000 plus die. Okay, not 3.24 million. Okay, now
So 3
Exactly.
million
let
were
me
maimed
finish. Let
or
me finish,
wounded.
please. Let me finish. Half of them were in the south side, half of them were in the north side. So it was a even, like you said in the beginning, Bravo, half of the people didn't want it, half of the people wanted. So it took a civil war to decide. But the thing is that we decided and we abolished slavery. And the country got better and it's gonna continue to get better as
Hold
a
on.
young country.
Goose, this
No
country
other.
is not as progressive as people make it appear.
Well,
Stop
now
saying that.
Listen,
with
though,
this
for the
government, I
revolution,
mean, it's very
slavery is still
progressive.
going on in North Africa. How come no one's saying shit about that? After
Because we don't live
Gaddafi was
there.
killed, after
Because we don't
Gaddafi was
live
killed, they're
there.
still
Bravo.
doing
That's
it.
that's Africa's
They're
problem.
still
That's
doing
not
it.
America's problem.
It is an
What they
African
eat don't
problem,
make
yeah.
us
The
shit.
African people are still sending their own people out for slavery. Why do we keep going back for 300 years ago? Bullshit. I'm
Bravo,
tired of
nobody's
it.
going back 300 years
And
ago.
you
We're
know what
talking about 1800.
you know what I'm tired of? White people getting overlooked. Modern day racism, like the Wells Fargo, deny all those black people home loans and business loans, and then hire TD Jakes to be their buffer between them and black communities, so they can say, "Look, we're not racist. Look who we just hired. We got TD Jakes. Come on, Bravo.
But no, wait a
Everything
minute.
ain't
Now,
old.
now TD Jakes is an evil person too, Christian.
Oh, yes,
Christian
he is. Yes, he is. Because you know why? Because TD Jakes is making sermons that say racism is all right as long as it gives me a check in my pocket.
I don't
You
know.
know when Bravo
Yes.
and Revolution keep arguing, Biden keep counting his money that he's getting in the bank every day from China. Thank you.
You know what? Absolutely right, Goose. Absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, and Hunter, you
There's a
know,
lot of things
hey,
that I agree with you
just
on,
to
but I
let
don't
you
agree with
know,
that.
I interviewed a guy today from Ukraine in person, okay? And I'm gonna tell you where he was, but Mary, I'll tell you where. He said to me that the word out there in Ukraine is that Hunter Biden owns Ukraine. Just to let you know, okay? Just to let you know.
He
That's the
does.
thing
He
that he owns
does.
Ukraine. Yeah, that he got so many business deal with them around there. Everybody know he owns Ukraine.
When
That's
his
how
dad,
messed up we are as a country. That's how messed up our government is, and they continue destroying our country. And we talking about something else. That's what we need to
exactly.
talk
Because
about.
you know what, Goose, glad you brought that point up because America don't care about any place other than where it has special money interest, and it has special money interest in the Ukraine right now. So they accidentally send them $3 billion checks. I will accidentally send me a fucking 1.4 million. Accidentally do that.
You know what? I kind of disagree, Revolution, but I kind of agree. Everybody else getting money. Fuck it. Let's cut a check. 1.4.
No, don't
But
do
I
it.
don't
Don't
know where
cut
you're
it.
getting it from because we don't
Accidentally
have
send
money.
it to me. Send it to me accidentally.
It's you know when you think about when they give you the $1 trillion
Criminals. We're back to the fact that criminals run the country. It's not
when
all
we
of America. I'm so sick of fucking hearing it's all of America. It's the criminals at the top that propagate all this shit, that say that we're all bad, that talk about it in the
nobody
media,
say
that
oh
talk about it.
American. We
Nobody
say
said all
our
Americans. When
government.
I say
Our
America,
government.
I'm speaking of the government, Bravo. I don't
Bravo,
know who you are.
get on
I
your
don't
phone,
know how
put on a
you get
contact,
down.
that way you can hear good. Go ahead,
Hey,
Revolution.
Maverick, tell
Yes.
Bravo stop being so emotional.
Yeah.
He's a pickle smoocher. That's why he's like that.
Oh, man.
This is
Oh.
crazy. Bravo, man.
Re-
Come on, man. You bigger than that, bro.
Revolution. Is it just America?
I don't care about nowhere else. Stop asking me questions that's crazy.
No, I'm just
I don't
curious
give
on
a
what you're
damn.
saying.
No, because I live here and I want here to be checked. America need to clean up its
Well, you
own
know what?
home
Then
before it
they need
start going
stop being.
anywhere else.
I get
It
Listen,
down
need
with
to
that.
clean up
then
its
they
own
got
home.
to get to the minority communities and stop voting the same fucking people that are putting them on the plantation, for God's sake.
All
They
of
need
them
to
putting
stop
us on
doing that.
plantations.
They do.
It's not just the it's not just the
It's not
Democrats. It's
just the Democrats, it's the
because
Republicans too.
think about this. if one was doing it and the other one saw it as bad, why ain't they saying, well, damn, let's jump in and help? Why ain't they saying that?
Because
See,
it's a captured operation. You can't, or you end up being like Bill Cosby.
See, and if you know
Now
that,
he agree with
see,
you. Now he agree with you.
Bravo, Bravo, somebody, hey Maverick, won't you take your belt off and beat Bravo's ass?
It's not the people of America. You make it sound like it's all the people of America. It's a small amount of people that run this country that are doing it.
And guess what?
Bravo.
And we're being mind
We allow them.
and we're being mind controlled, Bravo, and letting them do it.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because me and you are here arguing with each other when we could go and face that man that is doing that. Do you have the testicular
arguing about what happened 300 years ago? You talking about what happened 200-300 years ago here in Africa? Who cares? Let's talk about today.
Right. That was
well, let's talk about next week.
In 300 years, that's old news, for God's sake.
That's not old. All right, then tell the Jews that who's still getting some checks from 70, 80 years ago, from almost 100 years ago. Tell them that
you
it's
only
old
care
news.
about America. We're not paying out any reparations to Jews.
Shit, you think America ain't? Come on now. America is the #1 military defense for Israel. Stop playing, Michael. You ain't talking to a regular average black dude that get on here and can't spell kitten. So stop. Don't do me like that. You know, Michael Key, we've been through this before.
Because the government at the top of Israel's corrupt, we can't support the nation state itself.
Oh, you know what? Let me say this. If Biden went and defended Uganda right now, that a majority of America is upset with, do you know how many people would say, what Biden over there doing? Yeah, understand this. We are not supposed to stand with anybody that's corrupt because it says something about us. You know what they always said about people, birds of a feather flock together. So understand this. If Maverick was a pickle smoocher, Bravo, you wouldn't even be hanging with him because you might be smooched. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get smooched.
Yeah, you're living in a dream world that how you going to do all this shit? How are you going to live with 100% pure people in all these nations? Unless something drastically happens.
Then don't act like none of them pure. You said at the beginning of the show that Trump never lied. And we know that's a lie.
Trump never lied. Come on. Revolution, if you're going to talk shit, then why don't you go somewhere else and start telling the truth for once? Come on.
What am I lying about? Tell me what I'm lying about, Bravo.
We invite Revolution too. Come on, don't treat him like that. Let him talk.
Yeah, what am I lying about?
He's been talking the whole damn time.
Hey, you know, we do.
I agree with a lot of things he says, but I'm tired of the fucking bashing. It's not America. It's about 1% or less of the population that runs America.
Do you see Goose where he just did?
Throw them off. If we could easily throw them off, then it would have been done by now. They fucking killed John F. Kennedy when he tried to throw him off. It doesn't just happen overnight.
Didn't me and Goose just say to you, Bravo, that when we say America, we mean the government. We don't mean everybody that's in America.
You're not saying the government.
Hey, just
the government.
You were saying white women a little while ago. You were saying white women.
I said they were intelligent. I didn't say nothing bad about them. So don't try to make it look like I did.
Money grabbers for the system. They're money grabbers for the system to bring the money back into the white population.
They're handlers. Handlers are money grabbers. Their handlers are money grabbers.
Hey, Bravo, you think we're only going to be listening to your conspiracy? We need to listen to his too.
Hey, Revolution did say that we would be mad if
some of his conspiracies I agree with, I have to admit. But, not all of them.
All right. Now, Revolutionary did say we would be mad if we gave assistance to Uganda, which we do, by the way. I just wanted to throw that out there.
You know what?
Who do you think's been egging on Sudan, for God's sake?
Since you're telling them that, Maverick, Tell them that Kamala Harris just left Uganda with a $60 million check for their president to accept LGBTQ. Tell them that. Why you saying that? See, and America is going, once again to a corrupt person and offering corrupt money.
Who got the check?
Kamala, he's right.
The president of Uganda didn't accept it. Tell them that.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they don't want those LGBTQ people there.
But nevertheless, the intentions were corrupt. Nevertheless,
the money. That's the point.
Fighting against that.
All right, but that goes back to what I was saying. It's the government.
Tell you what,
me and Goose just said that.
Whoever you want me to accept.
Me and Goose just said that. We just said to Bravo that when we say America, we mean the government.
It's a worldwide system. It's not just our system. Biden's a fucking puppet. Kamala's a puppet.
Wasn't? And the reason why they got on him.
If he was, they wouldn't be going after him so bad.
Because you know why? He went off script. Tell him that, Bravo. He went off script.
Yeah, he was recruited for a time like this.
Bravo.
There was no one else that had any balls.
Bravo, talk about phase 2.
Phase two, yeah.
Well, we'll have to watch phase 2 play out.
But what is it?
Guys.
Huh?
What is phase 2?
You guys keep fucking making all these complaints that we're doing this and this country's doing that and the government's taking over and this and that. Then how are we going to fucking fix it unless we have a Terminator in office and start fucking doing it?
Let's keep the F-bombs down a little bit.
Bravo, what's phase 2? You mentioned phase 2 before, so we want to know what's phase 2.
Phase 2 is getting back in there to kick some shit. You need somebody in there that's willing to hold up the justice system. If you don't have anybody, then it's going to be the same old shit, isn't it? I mean, you keep complaining. We know the FBI's taken over. We know the DOJ's taken over. We know the CIA's taken over. You know, John F. Kennedy said, "I'm gonna split the CIA into 1,000 pieces," and look what they did to his ass. That was in '63. What capabilities do you think they have now? You think Trump's going to go in there in a fucking 4-year period and take out everybody at one time? Have some common sense. This shit is huge. It's been going on for probably 100 fucking years.
So,
don't talk about that because that's too old.
Sorry for the F-bomb.
Talk about 100 years. Don't go back that far. See, that's what white people tell black people. Stop going back so far. So don't say it's been.
All right. Well, we'll start at the 50s when Congress got involved and they made McCarthy look like a frickin' crazy person because he said that there was communists in our country trying to take it over. Well, they have taken it over now.
And who are the communists that took over?
The same communists that incorporated in 1919 and throughout that time, they slowly infiltrated things like they did Russia. Russia, they were able to take over quickly. America, it's taken till now.
And where?
Hang on. Let me see.
Right,
Raccoon. Raccoon. Are you here? All right. Maybe he still had an issue with his mic.
You talking about
tell him to go off and come back. Tell him to go off the like I did.
He did a couple of times already. He's having an issue.
Well, hey, Maverick, I want to ask you a question. Will you support DeSantis if he run for president? He already announced he's going to run for president.
Yeah, it didn't go over too well. I mean, I don't know why he did it on Twitter. That was pretty stupid because Twitter kept crashing. I don't know if it couldn't handle the people that were there or what, but
they couldn't handle the comments that they were talking about.
Support DeSantis.
What?
Must support DeSantis, I think.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, well, of course he did because he let him launch on his platform. Together they did it. I don't know. I mean, I have to see. I mean, there's a lot of things that I like about DeSantis.
So you think that Trump is going to get indicted and go to jail?
I don't know what's going to happen.
Trump would never get indicted. Never.
What do you mean he's never been indicted? He's already been indicted once.
I say he will never get indicted.
got two more
what I
hanging over
mean by
now.
indicted,
We
I'm
say
talking
indicted.
about the going to jail. He'll
Different
never go to jail.
Oh, and I said that at the beginning of the show. If you were listening, I said indictment and conviction are two different things. He's
Two
going to get
different things.
indicted.
Yes.
He's going to get indicted. He's going to get indicted 3 times. He's going to get Georgia. He's going to have the federal one, and he's got the New York one. Now, whether or not anything sticks, that's a whole nother story.
See, when they do this to him, it opens up for everyone else. The other ones that we have factual evidence that they've committed these kind of crimes, they have nothing on Trump. They're just throwing this shit out in the wind to try to get something to stick. There's proof that other people have done the shit that they're blaming Trump. They're saying Trump did. This is just allowing now us to go against Obama, Biden.
That's okay.
Clinton.
That's okay. If Trump has to be,
because now we can go after presidents.
If Trump has to be the target, then so be it. If that
Yes.
means that we
Yes.
can open up and go after everybody else.
And go
I
after
agree.
everybody. And I believe if you lock Trump up, lock all them motherfuckers up. Lock them all up.
I agree 100%. I agree.
Well, I mean,
Yes,
here's
Eric,
like
welcome.
the perfect thing about like Donald Trump.
Welcome to the show, Eric.
What's up, Eric?
Thank you.
Hey, Eric, how's it going?
Hey, doing good. You know, and I replied to like a West Virginia Senate candidate on Twitter named Chris Rose. You know, mentioning that Trump, you know, is the, you know, comes across as the only viable, you know, GOP presidential candidate, and that 24 is just not DeSantis' turn. And I think the beauty about Trump, besides him having unfinished business, is I think Trump might just wear this as a badge of honor that he's willing to be the rhino Republicans, Democrats, and mainstream media's boogeyman.
Yeah, I mean, my thing with Trump is this. My thing is this: is that my fear is that he'll get back in, and then he's not gonna do anything. He's gonna spend so much time revenge against everybody who did things to him and stuff that he's gonna forget that he's only got 4 years to fix this fucking problem that we have in this country.
Mm-hmm.
This country we are on our knees right now. And he's only going to have 4 years to do it. And my thing is, I'm afraid he's going to get in and he's going to forget that. He's going to lose sight of that. And he's just going to be on revenge mode, taking revenge against everybody.
I will be in revenge
Anybody
mode.
who wronged him.
Yeah, but you know what?
But you're not doing anything for the
But,
country, dude. But you're not doing shit for the country. If you're all
you
you're
gotta
doing
put those
is
people
going
behind
about
bars,
revenge,
Maverick.
you're not going
You
to do
gotta
shit
put those
for the
people in
country.
jail.
No,
Yeah,
but
Maverick,
that's
this
not gonna
is
do
going
nothing.
to be different. I don't think this is going to be a regular thing. I mean, I just don't see it. I don't see us going back. We're not going back to normal pre-COVID shit, like having elections and all this shit. I'm telling you, I just don't see it. I don't see it going back to this way. You know.
Well, we know that they've already made Trump a
I mean,
martyr.
I will go with Maverick. If they let this 2024 election go fake and robbed again,
Well-
then I'm gonna say, you know what? Maybe there isn't a fucking plan then. You know what I
Well,
mean?
let me
Then
ask y'all
we're
this.
fucked.
Who is a viable Republican candidate? Who? Name one.
That Vivek Ramaswamy, you know, he's really good, but I know he's still
Nobody
young.
likes Trump.
A good candidate that if Trump get indicted, I will vote for DeSantis.
Right.
He done a tremendous job in our state.
Well, you know, you guys. I mean, Trump bashes DeSantis, but DeSantis is pretty smart. He's not a dumb guy because you know what he did here in Florida. Usually, when you announce you're running for president, you got to get out of the position that you're in. He made it. And him and the legislation here made it so he does not have to. He doesn't have to give up his He doesn't have to give up his governor spot while he's running for president.
In other words,
Yeah, he doesn't have to resign like you would have to normally. The legislation, they've made a law, they passed a law saying that he did not have to. So he can stay he can stay in the government position that he's in.
That's
Still
smart
run.
because
You
he's
know
not
what I-
going to win.
Do you
That's
know
smart.
what
He's
I
not going to
think?
get the.
That's not how
Bravo.
Congress win.
You never know because Trump might go to jail. These people got a lot of shit against him.
They're not
Fake shit,
gonna-
fake shit. But
Do you
he
know?
might go to jail.
We keep saying, "Oh no, he's not going to do it. He's not going to
He's
do
not
it."
going to go to jail. Now, do
But
I
you
think
kept
things
saying,
are going to get bad?
you
I
also
think
kept
things.
saying he was never going to get indicted.
I think
And
he didn't
he's going
even
to.
put fucking cuffs on him. They didn't even take his picture, for God's sake. I mean,
only
Well,
because of courtesy for
it's
him.
a joke.
But it's
I
not
got
going to
his
happen.
picture.
I
Well, he's already
guarantee you.
sued.
I guarantee
no.
you, if he gets indicted on this federal charge, they're not going to give him the courtesy that New York gave him, and no fucking selfie done and shit like that in handcuffs. They're going to go the whole 9
well,
yards.
they've already made Trump like a martyr with the way that they.
I believe it. I'll
just
tell you what,
went
that
after
could be
him.
the best thing that's ever happened to him.
I don't think
Well,
that.
if
Do you
God
guys-
forbid,
It's the worst thing that ever happened to him.
Revolution's gonna vote for Trump.
I don't.
Do you
I don't
guys
think-
know?
Dave,
Do you guys know what phase 2 is? What phase 2 really is?
No,
phase
we're waiting
2
for Robbo
is-
to tell us.
It's really going to be a mass secession from this union. That's what phase 2.
That's where they stay separated and become 24 states. That's what they need to do.
That's
I don't
exactly
think
what's
it's
going to
gonna
happen.
Nobody's got the ball to do it. Nobody's got the
Well,
ball.
we need 34 states out of the 50 states. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but I don't see that
I don't
happening.
think. I mean, something. I say something big's going to happen where it is a severe national security threat to this country that Biden. It's going to be said that Biden can't handle it, and something's going to happen. I still think that.
Well, that means Biden will stay.
There's going to be a God moment here where something big's going to happen, and I believe Trump's going to be back in there. So
Bravo.
I haven't changed my thoughts, and the more shit I see happening, the more it makes me think it. Because why would they go after a man that really is a nobody now? You know, because he's going to run again. I mean, when have we ever done that to somebody that's going to run a second time, go after somebody like they do with him? There's more to this that we don't know, and we'll probably never know until the end.
So, Bravo, what's phase 2?
Phase 2 is getting him in there and letting him be a fucking hammer. That's what phase 2 is. He said, "I'm your retribution." He said, "The people of America will accept how we have to handle and get America back in place again." I'm paraphrasing my own
And
words.
what does that mean? What does that mean in layman's terms?
They were talking about how bad, like Antifa and all these people, where they were smashing people's heads in, innocent people with bricks and all that, and all this stuff. And he goes, "These people are ruthless." He goes, "The people will accept what we have to do to get things back
So
to
murder,
normal."
murder, chaos, and mayhem, huh? Do you think?
It's not when the state carries it out. When you have people that have murdered people and gotten away with it, they're not innocent blood anymore. They're condemned blood. That means they're fair game. And I say go after them all and bring them in, however you do it.
So you just declare war, but go ahead, Goose.
No, it's not war against normal people, innocent blood, innocent people. We're talking about evil, sick people that have murdered people, that have exploited children and done all kinds of perverted things to them.
Then if that's the case, just lock up everybody who has ever been a politician. Because when you read about those
they will
conspiracy theories,
But you know what? Bravo is kind of right, and Mary is right about when Trump win, okay, some people got to go to jail.
Why did he bring back hanging? Why did he bring back the electric chair? Why did he bring back the firing squad?
Let Goose talk. Go, Goose.
Thank you, Mr. Goose.
Mr. Goose.
Some people gotta be indicted and put behind bar, because we don't do that, they're gonna get away. They're gonna keep doing the same shit. Yes, and I agree with Mary. After that, we will need a lot of good people to repair our country. He's done a lot of damage to our country, a lot.
And he's not done. That's everybody seems to forget that fact. He's not done yet.
it's not over.
Get worse,
He
guys.
got 2 years,
Guys,
but those
it's
2
gonna get
years
worse.
feel like 10 years. It's really a lot of time left. You're right.
It's going to get
And
worse.
if we don't do anything, if we don't, and I'm going to keep saying it over and over again, if we don't fix the problem with our election system, we're going to have the same problem in 24. that we
I
had.
agree,
In
Maverick.
2020.
And he's gonna be in the
Maverick and I
hospital.
agree on that.
He's
Yeah.
gonna be in the fourth floor with the crazy people waiting for the freaking result, and he's gonna
Yeah.
become a president again.
Maverick, I second what you just said, and I raise it because they can't just revamp like half of politicians. Get them all up out of there. Get them all.
Yeah.
Get some
They're all
young,
going to come
fresh
out.
blood in there.
Yeah,
Get
they're
some
not
young,
saying the
fresh
people who are in there
ideas.
now aren't going to be in there. I'm telling you.
'Cause I can't
Something
stand
huge,
none of them.
something so big that we've never seen anything like this before. And they're not going to be in there. I agree. All those people are going to be gone.
I mean, look, I mean, I don't hide how I feel about all this.
I'm saying it's a God moment. There's
and-
more to it than this.
And
you know
I
what mean?
hope, and as much as I don't agree with Bravo, I hope that he's right. I hope that something happens and we fix this problem.
I do
and
too.
We take care,
I do
Face
too.
and we take care of what needs to be taken care of, and the people who are supposed to go to jail. But I just don't see it happening.
Right. How are you going to do it? When the DOJ now says and the FBI says that patriots are the evil ones and they need to be stopped?
Exactly.
How are you going to do that now without having a bloody ass civil war or something? I mean, so either there is something going on, and that's why they're trying to take Trump out, like they're doing everything they possibly can, and they'll probably try to detonate something somewhere and try to cause chaos.
God forbid,
or
assassinate Trump.
or the future that we have is not going to be good.
If they keep messing around in the Ukraine, they ain't gonna have to worry about the future for America. Have y'all seen that they're flying American planes over to the Ukrainians so that they could fight Russia? When they look up in the air and see them American planes, they're gonna go crazy.
Yeah. Well, I work with Germans right now, and they're saying that they're worried that their children are going to have to go into war, and everything like that. They want it stopped now. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They don't want. And what did Trump say in his last thing? He said when they tried to pin him down, the CNN bozo lady tried to pin him down. He said, "I don't want Russians to die, and I don't want Ukrainians to die. I want it to stop now. I want the fighting to stop, and I'll stop it in 24 hours." That's a pretty fucking bold statement.
Yeah, but I would like
here's
to
my
know but he never elaborated on how he would do that.
He doesn't need to. He's
yeah,
proven to us before.
I can say that. I can say, hey, you know what? I'm going to call a Russian president, and I'm going to have this thing done tomorrow. There'll be no more war. I can say that too.
I know, but
I'm
remember, Maverick.
I'm just saying it.
Maverick, remember when Obama said to him, "How are you going to do it? Just wave a magic wand and bring back the economy and everything?" And fucking Trump said, what did he say? "I'm going to bring back the economy and I'm going to bring it back fast." And he did within 2 years. He said, "I'll do it faster this second time." That's another bold statement. People are going to hold him to that when he's back in there.
We're going to need that. Exactly. We're going to need that. And I'm going to be the first one who fucking says, I call bullshit when he fucking doesn't.
All right,
do it.
here's what here's my thing. I don't know when this is going to happen. This is how I feel, in my opinion. I think something drastically is going to happen with our economy. Something's going to happen. Something might provoke us. We might be attacked, or something's going to bring it down, and it's going to take a rebuilder back in there to rebuild our country. Whatever's going to happen to us, it's going to take a builder that Trump is to rebuild this country again.
And I hope
if he does go in on some kind of military thing, it's not going to be the same as it was like it is right now. He's going to have other powers to do things that he wouldn't normally be able to do. So, I mean, who knows? I mean, sure, this is all speculation, but you can see writing on the wall out there. Something is going on.
Mary, read what I just sent you. Read it in the chat room.
DHS warns of attacks against government buildings and minorities.
Okay. This freaking government is getting ready to launch a freaking historical freaking campaign against people like us and portray us like we are a bunch of freaking terrorists. Yep, that's what we gotta watch out.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. You see what they're posting, that kind of stuff that was gonna start doing happening more often and often. Okay? This government, a bunch of evil people, and that's what they're doing. Now they're saying people gonna attack the government, this and that, to trying to scare everybody,
Right.
to trying
And
to
what
quiet you down.
and Goose, who is Trump right now? He is the face of this movement, of us, regular Americans that just want our country back. And they got to kill that face.
That's why they want to kill him, because they want him to be freaking quiet and kill our movement. That's why.
Right.
What movement? I don't see any movement. I mean, you guys keep talking about there's a movement, but
there's a movement.
There's a lot of talk.
He got a big base, man.
There's a lot of talk.
Maverick.
Trump does have a big base.
But listen though, all this shit coming out, like these reports, Maverick, these reports coming out aren't to prosecute people. These reports are to put things on record so that when someone with balls comes in, and they say, well, why are you doing this for? He's got all the fucking background he wants. He's got so many reports showing all the corruption and treason and everything. He can just point to all of it and say, I'm going to do it. No one's going to stop me. I'm following the law.
And it all sounds wonderful.
I know it does sound wonderful. We have to pray for that.
But you know what? I don't see it happening. I see what I said happening. He's going to get in. He's going to lose sight of the reason he got back there, because he's going to go on his revenge tour. For the first,
I mean, we'll agree to disagree.
Yeah,
Well,
nothing will get done. No work will get done. The country will be no better off than it was when Biden was here.
No, whatever is going to happen to the country, we're going to be screwed. And it's going to take him as the builder to rebuild us back faster than he did the first time.
Well, and I think like another interesting point or two, to bring up about like oftentimes you hear Trump and Republicans use the term rigged election. Like I was like on a Zoom call this weekend, and Trump would really be smart to like modify that language from rigged election to unfair election, because I mean, if you look back at the 2020 election and even if like we know like the ballot harvesting and those mail-in ballots were really ripe for fraud, but I think something that nobody seems to want to talk about is how like Facebook and Twitter and all the other social media played a key role in influencing the elections, and how they engaged in like suppressing and censoring free speech, including censoring and suppressing that New York Post piece about Hunter Biden's laptop, which that would have been harmful to Biden, and how they were running cover for Biden and wanted Trump there. And I think Trump would be smart, like if he was on the debate stage, to raise the question of, why were Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey condoning this First Amendment violation, and censoring like a news story the New York Post ran that turned out to be 100% credible.
Right.
I
mean, I don't agree with Trump saying, "Oh, well, I'm not going to do any debates." I mean, why not? Get out there and blast everybody. If you're going to win the nomination anyway, chances are he's going to.
I don't
agree with you.
I don't think he needs to debate.
But he should get out there, because if he doesn't, then all he's doing is just hot air. Get out there and tell. I want to hear. I'm an independent. I want to hear what you're going to do. Get out there and say, I'm going to put everybody in friggin' jail. I'm going to do, I'm going to fix the economy. I want to hear those things from him. And I want to hear him go in front of those other people.
Mari, you just say you don't want to hear that.
He does. He has been saying that. I'll send you. I'm going to send you something.
That's what I want to hear. What are you talking about?
No, you said earlier that you don't want him to go on Avenger. You want him to just.
No, I said when he's in office, I don't want him going on a revenge tour. I'm talking about get out there during the debates and do it. That's your time to do it. Not once you're in office. And
this debate, I think, this is my opinion, I think it's a waste of time, because Trump. Thank you, baby.
It's not a waste of time, because there's still a lot of independent
people
who are on the fence, whether they want to bring them back or not.
Trump is going to sweep them.
He's going to need the independent vote. He's going to need that vote.
He's all by what, Bravo. Bravo, by how many points he's like by 60?
Anybody,
Yeah,
you
that's
can win the
number one.
primary, but to win the general election is a whole nother thing. We said the same thing in 2020. You
But
guys
listen,
are
though.
forgetting that fact. You guys
Trump
are
won-
forgetting
Trump
the
won
fact
by
that
like-
he was winning
for the
his
presidential.
He got like 12 million. He got like
no, wake up.
12 million more votes the
No.
second time than the first
He
time.
don't need it for the presidential because Biden is going to go in the bunker.
Yeah.
Biden was in the bunker last time and he won.
Thank you. So
guys have,
you might want to use
yeah,
the
when
same
he
strategy.
starts a criminal, you just proved the point.
and when the same friggin' thing happens again, and then you're gonna say, "Oh, Maverick, you were right. We should have listened to you," because you guys forget. It's like
It
you
had
guys,
nothing to do with debates or anything that made Trump lose. Trump got more. He got 12 million more votes the
where's he
second
at?
time.
Where's he at,
The
Bravo?
most out of any other
Where is he?
president
Where
besides
right now?
Biden, who was in the
Where-
basement the whole time.
Where is he right now? Where's Trump right now?
He's in jail,
He's
one
not in
step away from jail.
Yeah.
He's not in the White House. So forget all that. Forget, he won 12 million votes. It doesn't mean
Well, I'm just
shit.
saying,
because
those
Biden's
people
been
didn't go
destroying the
away.
country.
Those people
Biden's
didn't
been
go away.
destroying the country for the last 2.5 years.
Right. Only
Okay.
because they put him in there because they cheated.
You know, guys,
Doesn't
to be
matter. He's
fair,
there.
okay? Let's be
there.
It
fair.
wasn't the people voting him in there.
Bravo. Let's be fair. What they did to Trump was very unfair, and we trying to bash Trump. I don't believe that. You know, what they did to him, they never was done to a freaking sitting president of the United States. So
How
we're
many
talking
times in
like,
history?
Saying anything that we don't
come
already
on,
know.
guys.
We know he was a good
Everything they did against Trump, it
Everybody-
was hoax.
Right.
It was fake.
I mean, remember, you're watching the election, and you go to bed. Trump's winning in every single one of those states by a lot, and then they shut
And
it
you know what's gonna
down.
happen? Guess what? In
Then they shut it down. It
happen.
was a criminal
24,
act.
The same thing's going to happen.
Bravo,
24.
Mary. But you know what, guys? You guys
because we
should be.
haven't fixed the damn thing. We haven't
Did you
fixed
guys
the
read
problem.
the
They
freaking
do have to
Dolan
fix that,
goddamn
bro.
report?
I mean, Maverick, you're
Did
right.
you
They got to
guys-
fix it somehow.
Did you guys read the report from freaking Dolan for the special counsel? Read that shit. That
Oh,
shit
who
will
gives a
bring
shit?
you.
Who
That shit
cares?
bring you freaking
It doesn't
chills
mean
in your
shit.
freaking goddamn heart.
I know.
It doesn't mean nothing. If you
Everything
don't
that
fuck
they
with
did.
Trump,
Everything
Well, why
that they
you
did
talk
was
shit
a
about
lie.
Trump, but when you know they did it was fucking unfair, a bunch of fucking criminals,
what?
Not
Obama,
unfair.
goddamn
They
Hillary,
tried to
all those
we
destroy
already know
his
it's unfair.
life.
We
They
already
tried
know.
to destroy his life. They were trying to kill him. I mean, they were trying to kill a 70-some-year-old man by putting him in jail for the rest of his life for nothing. He didn't do anything, and it came out. Now there's an official report saying
Refer
that.
to the Dolan report. That would be
Dolan
easier
report
than
was
with people.
bullshit because he didn't do nothing. Nobody went to jail. A lawyer for 6 months went to jail. So that 4 years was a
It
waste.
doesn't matter.
But you read the report and tell you that
Report
Obama,
exonerates Trump. They've
Clinton,
been telling us Trump is a criminal for how many years? They
Doesn't
lied.
matter.
yeah, they lie. Yeah, they lie. They all
Every
lie.
department,
It
17 agencies
That's
lied.
it. It's over, guys. We're at our
Put a
2
good
hours.
song. Put a good song. American. We love
And
America.
my
Come
point-
on.
I'm going to get the last point here.
Go
My
ahead.
point is this. Doesn't matter. You're all right. We did. They cheated. They did all that stuff. They tried to get him, did all the lied, everything. Okay. We know that. It's done and over with. The point is, if we do not fix the problem, which is our election system, if we do not fix it, 24 is going to happen just like 2020 did.
Yes,
Amen.
that's correct.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Yes.
You're right.
I mean,
And Bravo, go to church because you haven't gone to church for a long time. Thank you.
and on that note, Bravo, give us a prayer, will you?
Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, we just thank you for this day. Lord, please forgive us for our language and for being passionate in everything that we're doing here. Lord, we pray for everyone in this show today. We thank you every day, Lord. We just want things to happen your way and not our own. Lord, I just pray that everyone is safe and healthy in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
And I pray a lot for revolution. I hope he's not using any uncontrolled substance today.
And that revolution doesn't marry a white woman who's going to steal all of his money. Amen.
I'd like to take a moment, if I might, to acknowledge Memorial Day weekend. Do not drink and drive. Have a designated driver or get Uber or Lyft to get you to and from your destination. And remember the 2-word message, arrive alive.
All right. That's it for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for showing up tonight. Revolution, thank you very much. Eric, Bravo Goose, everybody in the chat room.
Bravo, remember phase 2.
Phase 2. What do we start?
I think that was a good show.
Phase 2's coming. Phase 2 is coming. Have faith.
Revolution.
All right, we'll be back next Wednesday night,
job.
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's it. We are.
They separate us from our neighbors and they call it social distancing. It's actually a bigger plan, it's called social conditioning. They took away our privacy, there's always someone listening. The elections planning riots for the citizens. The government has always lied, it's history repeating. But the problem is the schools dumb you down so you believe them. If you try to speak the truth inside a tweet, then they delete it. Whole administration Satanists who claim they praise in Jesus. Every year there's a new name for enemies that we're facing. It's Al-Qaeda, then ISIS, and now American patriots. Who would have thought those who love the country the most would be hated on by folks who call America home? Both political parties are equally just as evil. They've been working for themselves, don't give a damn about the people. Black, white, yellow, brown, humanity needs you. Cause united we stand, divided they will defeat you. The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust.
Y'all missing what was written in them pages. That was history they wrote, now you wanna change it. You racist, you hate this. Why you want us all to be locked up in cages? I can't stand the left, everything is depressing. Ship them to the Middle East, they can learn oppression. Believe me, I mean this quite literal. I love liberty, but I liberals. Wear a mask, stay home, complain and moan. Talk about privilege on your phone in your Range Rover, Starbucks, mango, foo-foo, whatever. The club I'm cut from can handle any weather. You just paper in the rain, we ain't the same. Stand for the flag, only kneel when I pray. I just pray we go back to the old days, land of the free, home of the brave.
The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust.
Yeah. I see through all the illusions, refuse to humor rumors or accept that we're losing. Easy to get caught up, consumed by the consumer. Truth is so diluted, people starve off the confusion. Comfort is the killer, your dreams execution. Cool with persecution if I make a contribution. Home of the brave look like a mental institution, and there will be revolution if we can't find resolution. And a threat is a promise, stand up, pay homage. They tell lies, I'm being honest, test the time is upon us. I know that God got us, so I'm fighting honor. Hear the cries of the crusaders as we're strapping up our armor. Either set sail to higher ground or drown in a drama. If I die for what I love, then my death will be nirvana. We fighting for our freedom, don't believe what they've been feeding. Be the change you want to see, the warrior that we're needing.
The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust. We don't trust the news, the government, or pharma. We just want freedom, that you have that to offer. We don't want the lies, the politics, or the drama. We just want the life that was promised by our fathers. We don't trust the news, the government, or pharma. We just want freedom, that you have that to offer. We don't want the lies, the politics, or the drama. We just want the life that was promised by our fathers. The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust. Look, Donald Trump isn't as bad as they say he is. Really only trying to make America great again. The Bible's just a book for people scared to be atheists. Did we land on the moon? I mean, maybe they faking it. The earth could be flat, the presidents could be aliens, and Americans might even be nicer than Canadians. Unpopular opinions got us caught up in the craziness and hating one another, but we're all just homo sapiens. Someone's always gonna hate you no matter what. Might as well just be yourself and let people think you suck. Opinions are like buttholes, everyone got one they cover up, and all you gotta do is follow through and you yelling that you don't give a I ain't letting anyone piss in my cornflakes. Stay the hell on my face and I will stay out of your way. I know that life is cruel and lately it ain't fair at all. You hate your job, your phone is lost, there's evil men and racist cops. Yeah, I don't care if you're black or white or gay or straight or old or young or smart or dumb or where you're from or what you make. The only thing I care about is living like I'm not afraid of dying while I'm sleeping, so I seize it while I'm still awake. We're so angry.